In this video, I will break down exactly how a $5 a day ad can get you a $3,000 client. Right now, you might think that, well, that is improbable, but we launched this ad strategy yesterday for my client. We spent about $30 across a few ads and we booked in 2 calls, and one of those calls closed for $3,500. That's a 100x return. Now, obviously, these results are not typical, but I want to show you in this video what we've done, how it worked, and maybe you'll be able to implement this for yourself. If we haven't met, my name is Houston Cole, and everything that we talk about in this channel is about growing your personal brand and your business using content and ads at high profit margins. Right now, the question that you probably have is, will this work for me? This strategy works when certain conditions are met. And if you currently are meeting those conditions, you might be able to get 5, 10, 20, even a 100x return. Again, not making any income claims. I'm just relaying what we've done and what worked for my client. So this will work for you if you already have a warm audience. That means you already are posting content, you have followers, you have an email list. Maybe you are already running ads to a VSL funnel or something along the lines of that. The main idea here is that you already have a group of people that already know you. The other criteria is that you already have a validated offer. So what do I mean by that? It means that you already sold this offer to at least 5 different people. And it doesn't matter, was it through ads, was it through organic, was it through a word of mouth, or you DMing people? The point is that you have an offer that people want, and you have a sales process that you take people from thinking about the offer to buying the offer. And the final criteria is that you want to convert people who know you into clients. So these 3 things are a prerequisite for what we are about to do. This will obviously not work if you don't have an audience, if you don't have a validated offer, and you're thinking that we're going to convert cold traffic into clients. There are different strategies for doing each and one of those things, and this is not the video that we're going to talk about. So the first thing I want to explain real quick before we hop into the tools and strategies of how to execute this, I want you to understand your audience's temperature. I'm sure that you are aware that there are only 3 types of audiences. We have cold audiences, we have warm audiences, and then we have hot audiences. Now, the problem is that most people treat all of them the same, but each segment requires a different approach. Your cold audiences are the skeptics. They don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you, they just discovered you right now, and they need more proof. They need to consume different type of content versus the warm audiences and the hot audiences. So we bribe these skeptics with lead magnets. There are different types of lead magnets you can run, but the point is that we want to take them from cold to warm. Now, these people are curious. They want to learn more. They want to know more about your mechanisms. How do you do stuff differently from everybody else? And why you're the person to solve the problem or their painful situation. At this stage, people can consume our emails, our longer form content, VSLs. And from there, they move into being hot prospects. They are interested in what you have to offer. They just need a little nudge. And this is exactly where the strategy that I'm talking about is going to come in. Because a lot of times your audience, they don't really know that you have an offer or you're even selling something. And those that do know, they very rarely reach out to you. They very rarely go apply to work with you. Our brains are wired to delay the decisions that we make. People just like to procrastinate because we're wired in that way. We try to save energy, we try to delay the hard decisions as long as we can until we are really in pain or we see an offer at the right time. So what we've done is we took our offer, or should I say, we took my client's offer and we placed it in front of this specific audience. Right now you might say, but Houston, aren't these just regular retargeting ads? Yes and no, because most people just suck at doing retargeting ads. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to build your hot audience stack. And that includes people that sign up for your email list, people that consume very specific pieces of content, people that you had sales call with, but you didn't close. And you can build that audience in your Facebook Ads Manager. Number 2 is understanding why people hesitate to take the next step, why they haven't bought from you yet. As I've said, the first thing is that they don't see your offer. Actually, what I would like you to do right now is to zoom out and kind of do a little bit of a assessment for yourself. Do you get your offer consistently in front of people every single day? and just answer it yes, maybe, or no. If it's a yes, then, well, you shouldn't really have a problem in terms of scaling. If it's a maybe, then you definitely need to work on getting your offer in front of your hot audience consistently. If it's a no, then you already know where the problem is. So step one, we build a hot audience. Step two is we script the activation ads. Now you have the question, well, what do I say in these ads? There are only 9 things or 9 reasons why people do not take the next step, why they do not buy. And each of these ads should handle each of those reasons, why people don't buy. Let's say why people don't move. And if you remember, I said people like to procrastinate, they try to save energy. It's just wired in our psychology. So we want to handle all of that with all of these simple ads. The obvious 4 are investment, time, effort, and sacrifice. These are the most common objections, right? Investment in terms of, can I afford it? Is it the right investment for me? Do I have time to do this right now? Do I have the bandwidth available? Or do I have other commitments that I will not be able to execute it? Effort, self-explanatory. How hard is this going to be? And sacrifice, what will I need to stop doing to be able to do this? So now you can go and make an ad about each and one of these objections, handling each and one of these objections, and just tell people at the end to book a call or apply for a wait list or DM you, because it's very flexible in terms of what is your sales process. But that's not all. There are 5 more adoption decisions. And those adoption decisions are relative advantage, compatibility, complexity, trialability, and observability. Now, what do each of these mean? Relative advantage is simply saying how and why is this better than what I am already doing. Then we have compatibility. Is this going to work for someone like me? And if you're watching this video right now, you probably are thinking all of these things, or you were thinking about these things. And as you can see, one longer form video, one YouTube video in this case, can kind of handle a few of these at the time. One of my principles is show, don't tell. I'm showing you what I am doing, and you're seeing this happen in real time. Then we have complexity. Is it simple enough for someone like me to actually execute it and to implement it? Trialability. Can you test it before you commit to something? Right now, I'm giving you this strategy where you retarget your hot audiences. You can literally go and test it. And once it works, once you get a result, you can come back and talk to me about working together. And then finally, we have observability, which simply asks a question. Can I see this work for someone else that's like me? So let's recap the blueprint. You want to identify your hot audience. Create a custom audience inside Ads Manager of people that watched a lot of your content, that visited certain landing pages. You can include your email list and even previous leads that haven't closed. By the way, that audience at the very low should at least contain of 500 people plus. Because if it's less than 500, you're not going to be able to run ads to that specific audience. Then you want to handle the 9 barriers, right? The 4 objections and adoption decisions. I recommend creating 1 ad per barrier, and then you run those ads at $5 a day. Now, depending on how big your audience is, you can get away with running them at $1 or $2 a day. But a lot of times, the biggest bottleneck is simply that this warm audience is just not big enough. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that this hot audience is always getting topped up. Because as an example, we ran ads at $10 a day. We have very quickly exhausted that audience. So the bottleneck was simple. We needed more people in that audience. So we had to make sure that we are consistently bringing new people into his world, and we are consistently getting them to consume the right pieces of content at the right time so that they become hot, and then we can run these ads, at $5 to $10 a day. Step 4 is start conversations and make money. Depending on what your sales process is, you can get people to DM you, you can get people to comment, you can get people to go fill out an application, book a call directly. It's very flexible. Just make sure that it works for you. And if you want help with your ads and acquisition engine that will take people from cold to sold, just DM me the magic word context on Instagram, because I'll know that you watched this video, and I'll speak to you soon.